Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So today I wanted to take and do a real quick tip on how to source some copper to make bowls with, or flower blanks, or anything else that you may have a copper project for. So oftentimes it's overlooked that copper pipe is copper. It's just a sheet of copper rolled up in pipe form, or rather it's been extruded out, but we won't get into that and all the technicalities to it. But you can take and anneal a piece of plumbing copper and then cut it with a pair of snips. And this is a very easy source of copper to get things for bracelets and whatnots, stuff like that. You can cut it from the other side as well. This is actually kind of hardened copper, so it's going to be a lot tougher than regular. So it's going to take more effort, is what I'm saying. Oh, we're going to clamp that down a little better. That way I can really get onto it. But yeah, so this is a pretty simple copper getting strategy. Takes a little bit of time, you know, you got to put a little sweat equity in it. But I mean, other than that, it takes a little technique. You know, it's a great way of getting yourself some copper if you're in need of it. Most hardware stores and plumbing stores have copper. Yeah, it's at a higher price, but it's accessible, at least, that you can get. I've heard a lot of guys ask me where I get my copper from. I get my copper from my local scrap yard, and I've got a pretty good deal going down there to get my copper. I've been buying from them for, well, the last 7 or 8 years anyhow. I've been buying copper from my local scrapyard. So it just takes a little bit of technique. You know, you gotta bend some stuff out of the way, get this to open up, and just keep cutting all the way across. So I'll be back with you in a second after I get this fully cut, and I'll show you what we'll do to unroll this. And like I said, this is a great source of copper. We'll roll it out and you'll see about how much this yields. This pipe here, or tube I should say, is about 2 inch. It's 2 inch diameter tubing, I think. No, it's 2.5 inch diameter tubing. So that would be, well, if it was 2 inch, it would be 50 millimeter. And then 2.5, add a half of a millimeter on that, whatever that is. You know, half of what an inch would be on top of there. I'll figure it out. I'll put the number somewhere in here on the edit. But anyways, that's what it is in dimensions. And this is approximately, well, 250 millimeter long, or 10 inches. I think I'm right on that. So I'll get this cut, give it right back with you. Once you have your pipe cut, the simplest way to take and open this up is to just go straight to the horn of the anvil and use a nice wooden mallet or rawhide mallet or whatever you got. Start by hitting it from the end, and then on the directly down on top of the horn of the anvil. This opens it up. Because essentially you're just trying to straighten out the bending that's occurring here. So we go to the other end, give it a tap. So we're just trying to drive this up on here to open this sheet up. This is literally the easiest way I have found to do this. Go to the other side. I'm going to get you all a measurement here in a second so you guys can see how much material you can get out of this. Relatively small diameter pipe. So yeah, so you just want to keep hammering it like that. As you can see, this is going to unroll to quite a bit of material. Now we'll go to the anvil. Flat. Yep, you guys aren't in shot there. Let me move you, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now we're at the flat of the anvil. I'm just doing the corners. There we go. Now we got something that looks kind of like a teepee, like a tent. And there you go. I think you get the ideal. So as you can see, that one section of pipe really opened up to quite a bit of material. Now this was just a sample texture piece I had to do for a job. And, so it's just junk scrap metal. It's going to go to the scrap yard after I'm done with it. But I just wanted to show you what that opens up to. So once again, we're still 250 mil across this way, or 10 inches. But now, instead of only being 2.5 inches in diameter, this opened up to, let's see here, it's going to be a weird fraction. Let's see here. 25 ways, take away 50. So 200 mil. I think that's right. 8 inches. I think that's correct. Once again, I'll correct myself in the edit. Somewhere around this direction, I will put the actual metric equivalent there. I hope you guys have been finding that helpful. I'm giving it my best shot. We'll see what we can do. So, there you go. Just like that. You have a large enough surface now that you can cut several flower blanks out of this to make copper roses or whatever. Of course, it's not as nice as having a completely flat, brand new sheet of copper to cut things out of, but it will work. This, had this not already had all this damage done to it, it would have looked like this. It would already look like this had it not have been all dinked up like this once everything was cut and folded out. So you can get a lot of really good quality copper that way for a pretty cheap price. Don't be afraid of copper pipe or tubing that has been turned green or anything like that. That's just an oxidation layer on it that, with some heating, once you anneal it and forge on it, you can clean that right back up to bright polished copper as well. And so therefore sometimes you can stumble upon stuff like that in junk heaps for cheap, and you can buy it for just scrap price or scrap weight, and it can be of handy to you. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section down below. I thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to all my dedicated subscribers out there. You guys make this all possible. God bless you all, and you guys have a great day.